All right. Let's see what we got here. MDS update. I get all kinds of stuff going on here. Just make sure I got all my notes done. All right. All right, I think we're good. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kalen here, coming at you from my new studio. Been hard at work at this thing, finally got it wrapped up, and I figured I'd give it a start with the recap of first quarter of 2023 and what's been happening at Modern Day Sniper. So we've had a lot of moving parts. We have a lot of growth and expansion that's happening at Modern Day Sniper right now. So we'll kick this off. I'm sure you guys have all been aware that we brought on a third instructor, Mr. Ryan D'Agostino. Ryan came to us at the beginning of the year, and he is going to be an assistant instructor and a primary instructor for different classes. So Ryan is also going to be heading up our new scoped carbine classes that are going to be coming to you guys in kind of like mid to late 2023 and into 2024 and beyond. So look for that. What else we did in the first quarter? Well, we kicked off our year's training over at Altus down there in Baker, Florida. That was 2 good classes. We had Matt Solowinski, which is also an assistant instructor / contractor for us, head down there with Ryan and teach 2 classes. We did an intro and an advanced competition clinic down there. And then in February, myself and Ryan cruised down to Florida again, and we had 2 awesome classes at Volusia County, which has been a mainstay for us over the years. You guys can expect to see us come back in February again for 2024. We're always stoked to head down there. Same thing with Altus. You can guarantee that we'll be at Altus again in January. So look for that in the schedule coming up. And then after that, we rolled into March. And into March, we had a law enforcement sniper skills clinic here in Washington State. And as you guys probably know, Philip kicked off our March Madness. And March Madness was something that Philip came up with, and he wanted to generate a bunch of content surrounding all of the things that new shooters coming into the sport would need to see and hear. So that way they could be best prepared to jump in with the right equipment, the right mindset, and the right knowledge of how to set it all up and set themselves up for success. So March Madness, we have renamed March Madness to the New Shooter Bundle, and you're gonna be able to find that New Shooter Bundle over in moderndayrifleman.com. And it is really probably one of the best places to start before you even jump into a masterclass, before you even jump into Circle of Components or Fundamentals. There's 10 hours of content over there in that New Shooter Bundle. So make sure that you check that out. If you're somebody new that's looking to get into the game, that's something that I would strongly recommend. It's 97 bucks. So cruise on over there, check that out. And for those of you guys who paid the full amount, we apologize. We sent out an email about this. We didn't really nail our pricing on that digital stuff, but what we did do was we reduced the price, and if you did pay full price, you've got a refund coming your way. And if you don't see that hit your account in the next, I don't know, week or so, make sure you hit up Cassandra at info@moderndaysniper.com, and she'll make sure that you get squared away. All right, man, so what's new? What's going on at Modern Day Sniper for 2023? So most of you guys that are in our subscription service, you know that we kind of changed things up with the Modern Day Sniper subscription service. And what we did with that, we wanted to create something that was just a little bit different than the 2 years prior. And although those 2 years prior worked out really well for us, we didn't want to continue to regurgitate the same information, just packaged up in a different way. So what we decided to do was go at this in a different way, and we sat down with our team, and we sat down and discussed how we were going to do this and how we were going to create the best experience for our subscribers going forward. And what we came up with was the journey of a rifleman. And the journey of a rifleman is a take on Joseph Campbell's rendition of the hero's journey. And any of you guys who have done any type of kind of research on how Hollywood storylines are created and mythology, ancient mythology, it all circulates around the hero's journey. And conveniently, the hero's journey is broken down into 12 steps. And what we did is we broke those 12 steps down into a way that we could make them a transformative process for shooters. And that's what we decided to do this year. And we've been getting a tremendous feedback in the most positive way from all the people that have participated so far. And people are seeing real actionable changes and transformations in not only their mindset, but their skills when it comes to shooting a rifle. And both of those things kind of go hand in hand, right? So that's what we wanted to create. We wanted to create a holistic kind of process that was going to give people the most well-rounded approach to improvement and transformation when it comes to their shooting skills. Okay, so the next thing that we got coming up, you guys know, obviously Scoped Carbine. We brought Ryan D'Agostino on board, and Ryan is going to be heading up our Scoped Carbine curriculum. Scoped Carbine classes, those classes are going to be posted here very shortly. You can expect to see at least 5 offerings for Scoped Carbine coming up in the remainder of 2023 and then going into 2024. So if you're interested in taking a Scoped Carbine class from us, keep your eyes peeled on the schedule and you can continue to check back. If you're subscribed to our email list, you're going to get an email notification when those classes drop, so be looking for those. Okay, right at the 3-meter line right now, we're getting ready to head to the United Kingdom in 7 days, and we have 4 full classes over there that we had hosted with the PRS UK. So those guys reached out to us a couple of years ago and said, hey, we would love to have you guys come over here. And it took us a couple of seasons to get everything dialed in and ready to go, but this year we are launching, and Philip and I are headed over there to do, again, 4 full classes with those guys. We are super pumped for this, very excited to make that happen, and so you guys can expect to see some content get passed over social media about our trip and how that whole experience is going to go for us. We're pretty excited about it. And if you guys are over in the UK or over in Europe, and you might want to get in on some of those courses, there's a couple of slots left. I think 1 or 2 slots left in I think the Wind Clinic, Positional Clinic, and we may have some slots left in the Advanced Competition Clinic, but I do know that our intro course is 100% full. If you're looking for slots, you're going to head over to Precision Rifle Series United Kingdom, and you're going to see a tab there that says Modern Day Sniper. We'll link it in below in the comments here for those of you guys who might want to get in on some of those slots. All right, so next up we have the Modern Day Sniper Experience, and the Modern Day Sniper Experience is going to be held at the Nail Spring Ranch, which is in Southern Oregon, kind of in the vicinity of Klamath Falls, Lakeview area. So what is the Modern Day Sniper Experience all about? Well, up to this point, we haven't held any type of all-inclusive training experience yet, and this is going to be our first go at this. And we decided to hold this at the Nail Spring Ranch because the Nail Spring Ranch is a 2,000-acre piece of property that has awesome shooting capabilities. It has a lot of varied terrain out there, a lot of great wind conditions, and it's going to be kind of a rendition of the NRL Hunter / Steel Safari, kind of find it, range it, and engage it type scenarios. It's going to be a lot of fun, and the students that show up to this, you guys are not only going to learn the shooting aspects of it, but we're also going to teach you a lot about stress management. We're going to teach you some breathing techniques to help you manage your stress and stay focused and stay in the moment so you can make your shot count when you need to. We're also going to discuss some land navigation, so that way you guys can learn what it actually takes to navigate from point A to point B when you have to be someplace at a specific amount of time to execute a specific task. And that's what this experience is going to be all about. So along with that, like I said before, the Nail Spring Ranch is going to be all inclusive. It's a 5-star lodge and it is awesome. You're going to eat really well for all 5 days that you're there with us. There's an open bar in the evenings, so that way everybody can be together and we can have a lot of camaraderie, hang out, BS, recap the day, talk about what the next day is going to bring, and it's just this all-inclusive, really cool environment that we are super excited to put on. So we've got some slots remaining for that. If you're into that sort of thing and that's the type of experience that you're looking for, make sure you head over to moderndaysniper.com, check out the events tab, and make sure that you guys get yourself a slot there because the slots are going to continue to go quickly. All right, so the next thing that we have coming up down the pipe, and this is gonna be kind of a sneak peek. You guys have probably been seeing a couple of pictures of some rifles that Philip and I have been shooting with that black, kind of silver and orange paint scheme. Well, we've been working with Short Action Customs, and we are going to be releasing very shortly here the Modern Day Hunter series of rifles. We're gonna be offering these in 4 configurations. A light, which is going to be in a 6.5mm Creedmoor, the medium, which is going to be in a 6.5 PRC, the heavy, which is going to be a long action chambered in 7 PRC, and then we are going to do another long action, which is our ultra heavy, and that's going to be chambered in 300 PRC. All of those actions are going to come with, they're going to be Defiance Anti-X actions, and you're going to have a choice between a KRG X-ray chassis or a Manners TH1 Hunter stock. We're also going to be offering those in the Proof Research full Sendero 22-inch barrels, and they're all going to be built and chambered by Short Action Customs. So expect more information to follow on those guys. If you want information on that right away, go cruise over to Short Action Customs, hit them up with an email and say, hey, I'm interested in talking to you guys about the Modern Day Hunter package. So all of those rifles are going to be ready to go for something like an NRL Hunter experience, or if you guys are obviously looking to go hunt, that's what it's called, the Modern Day Hunter. They're going to be under 12 pounds, so that way you guys can take them up into the mountains and have a good experience with a quality rifle in your hands that you don't have to wait months and months and months to get, right? All of these parts are going to be on the shelf and ready to go to get your build done and knocked out when you need it, not months down the road. Okay guys, and lastly, we have a ton of in-person training class options this year. We have classes in Yakima, Washington. We have classes in Cody, Wyoming for the summertime. We've partnered with Scout Arms for 2 different hunter clinics in Montana, which are gonna be awesome. We only have like 2 or 3 slots left for each of those classes. So if you wanna get in on another type of experience, those 2 classes are gonna be held in central Montana. And again, same kind of concept, all the principles, characteristics, practices for hunting purposes. How to find your targets, how to get accurate ranges to your targets, and then how to build super solid positions so that way you can shoot your target accurately and have more confidence when you go to the field this year on your next hunt. So check those classes out as well. And then make sure that you look at our calendar. It's over at moderndaysniper.com under the events tab, and you can see what training options we have for in-person classes for you coming up. So guys, I'm really glad to be able to do this little recap with you. It's a different format. Instead of just sending out an email with a bunch of text, I would much rather do this over video so I can kind of interact with you guys and have a better experience for you. So that's all we got for you guys today. I hope you guys are enjoying your spring. Hope you guys are out there shooting and making sure that you're getting ready for your upcoming seasons, whether that be for competition or for hunting. So we will catch you guys again next time, and you know the drill. Keep your face on the gun.